All right, so just did a whole video that didn't record, so we're gonna keep this bit short. Glock 21, SF Gen 3, police trading. If you're looking to get into a affordable, relatively affordable Glock, a police trading is the way to go, or any firearm that departments carry, whether it be Smith and Wesson, M&P, yeah, Smith and Wesson M&P, SIG, Glock, whatever departments in your area or where you're looking to buy, even if you're buying online, whatever the department carries, they usually at some point will they'll trade them in and they'll get new firearms, and that's when you'll be able to purchase a police trade-in at a discounted price. I paid a little over might as well call it 400. Save $100. It's a Gen 3, the SF. SF just means the distance from here to here is shorter than on a regular Glock 21 because they're pretty beefy. Um, and I have little raccoon hands, so the SF works fine for me. So the size difference between it, I don't know. Some of you might not know the size difference. It's not loaded. So I have to clean it. Most of my files are loaded. This isn't because I have to clean it. I just decided to do a little video. You can see it's still dirty. You see the fouling there. The size difference between a Glock 21. So a Glock 21 is about the same size as a Glock 17. If you don't know, most people know the Glock 19. Now she's loaded because I carry her, so she stays loaded. So this is a Glock 19 Gen 4. So real quick, you can see the length of the barrel. So you have about, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that's about an inch, roughly. I'm not going to measure it, but you can see that there's a inch difference on the slide there. And if I can fold this up correctly, you can see on the grip, there's that much difference. So that's why so many people like to carry the Glock 19. You get 15 in one in this little compact package right here. This is my boo lover. Real quick side note, I changed out my sights to blacked out rear. I always was a big fan of night sights, so I kept my front night sights, and I went to a blacked out rear. Best decision I ever made, but that's another video. So let's put her away. Actually, let's get her ready because she got to stay ready. So let's get her back to her bed. So you can't go wrong with a police trade, and you can't go wrong with any firearm that you want to use to protect yourself and your family. But police trading, especially nowadays, it's more cost effective. I saved myself over $100. You could probably save more. I've seen police trade-ins going for 300, 350. I didn't pull the trigger before only because most of the sales of trade-ins I see online. I didn't want to purchase one online because you're kind of you're taking a shot in the dark, so to speak. The pawn shop I purchased this from, it's not far from me, so I could actually see, and I could kind of handpick this one out of 5 or 6. This one was barely shot. Most of them are barely shot. A lot of these are service weapons. They barely get shot. A lot of times they only get shot when they have to qualify, when officers have to qualify. So they're really not shot out, so to speak. So you might see some holster wear. You're gonna see some holster wear. Okay, I don't care about that. You're gonna see some holster wear. They also come with night sights, the Glock night sights. The tritium is still good, still works just fine. They still glow in the dark just fine for me. Three dots, they're metal sights, not like the regular stock Glock football post sights. Um, so I added the grip tape. Um, one thing to know about this: if you're gonna get this, different companies sell them now. Um, so if you're gonna carry this and you want to get grip tape on your firearm, right? There's usually different grades. I would go middle of the grade, where middle of the road, sorry, where it's not too slick and it's not too abrasive. This will rub. This will rub you raw. I promise. If you don't have an undershirt and you're moving around a lot, yeah, you're gonna know about it by the end of the day. Um, Also, if you wear wife beaters, um, it's a little abrasive. It might tear it up a little bit, but whatever. I carry it sometimes. It's not a safe clean, so not a bad carry choice. It's just a little heavy. Also, you might want to consider. Again, my hands aren't huge. I'm 5'9". So you might want to consider getting an extended mag release because I got a problem. I mean, a slide, not the mag release, the slide release. Sometimes I have an issue kind of hitting that. Again, my hands aren't huge. They're not tiny, but they're not huge. Um, so the 45 ACP, I don't know if you can see, that's the mag. 13 and 1 of 45 ACP is enough. It's enough to sit down whatever you want to sit down in North America. Um, what else was I going to say? The trigger on this guy. Some people rave about the Gen 3 triggers on the Glocks. This is a Gen 4. Uh, my carry gun is a Gen 4, about 19 Gen 4. I love the trigger on both. If you shot Glocks, you know what to expect from a Glock trigger. This, however, feels a little bit smoother. It doesn't feel lighter. It's a little smoother than my Gen 4. Um, doesn't make a huge difference. It just feels a little smoother. Um, so in size comparison again, so you saw it compared to the Glock 19. Compare it to this bad girl right here, a 1911. I actually shot them back to back at the range just to kind of see where I am with a 45 and what they'll do. I'm a fan of the 9 mil cost wise. That's my main reason. And nowadays, with the technology and everything, you're really not missing out that much compared to like a 40. I'm not a huge fan of the 40. Not saying anything's wrong with it. To me, I'd rather have the extra capacity. Um, and you're not missing out that much on velocity nowadays. So size wise, this is a 5-inch 1911. You can see the 1911 is a lot thinner. That's why a lot of people still love 1911s. And this is a great design. So it's a little, all right, is it actually? Barely, it's barely longer. Ooh, look at that. 45 holes, boy. Make it, that's a big hole. Make you scared. Um, so I shot these back to back. Just go ahead and just look at that while I run my mouth. Um, this shoots awesome. I haven't shot it a bunch, but if you shot a 1911, you know a 1911 is a 1911 is a 1911. You can't beat these triggers. Granted, this is not $1,000 1911. I'm not paying no $1,000 for nothing. Not the way things are. I'm not rich. I'm a working man. Um, Everything I take every dollar I earn seriously. So this is what some people would call a budget 1911. Paid around five. And it's a Gear Sound. I don't know if I said that before, but Gear Sound makes some quality firearms. They range from in the low fours into thousands, but it's an amazing firearm. Even comes with a picker. That's why I got this model. Um, And the Glock held its own with this 1911. Definitely held its own. I got a little bit of range footage coming up for you guys. I just wanted to speak a little bit about these police trade-ins and the Glock 21. And I'm here to tell you, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it. Range footage coming up, man. I'm actually talking right here, but I'm not saying nothing important. You ain't missing nothing. 5 rounds out of the 21, top left. Another 5 rounds out of the 1911, top left. Stop playing with me. So all 10 rounds were top left target. Good enough for me.